Well, hello. Welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about Supertramp. Kind of continuing on with that kind of a progressive kind of music. Now, this is more of a mainstream to a point, but here we go, Supertramp. Now, this is their first LP, Crime of the Century, and this is on a nice gatefold cover, which originally it wasn't on a gatefold cover, but the audiophile series that was made in Japan and have nice gatefold covers. They are, it's a gatefold cover, and it does have A&M audiophile series on there. Manufactured and distributed by A&M of Canada. So Canada was the country. A&M of Canada was the one that produced these audiophile series records. And now personally, I used to have a MoFi of this. Mobile Fidelity issued one too about the same time that A&M made these. And I compared the two. And I couldn't hear any difference between this one and the MoFi. So my MoFi was not as nice as this one. This one here is like brand new. So I kept this one and I got rid of my MoFi. And I was going to buy another MoFi, but I just haven't done it yet. Next up, Crisis. What Crisis? This is a nice Japanese pressing. And yeah, this guy here, he's not thinking there's much of a crisis. And this is a nice Japanese pressing. It just has a yellow inner sleeve, and then the Japanese insert. And this is on the regular A&M label of the time. Another good record. And this one here is yellow on the inside of the cover, which is kind of cool. You don't see too many records that have a color on the inside of the gatefold. Kind of interesting. Okay, and then next up is Even in the Quietest Moments. And that again is on the audiophile series on a nice gatefold cover. And this one's got a little something on the back of it. And it says the audiophile process produces a superb quality master from which the record is manufactured on the purest possible anti-static vinyl. So they're using the JVC super vinyl. That's why they got them pressed in Japan. And they're cut from the master from the original stereo tape. This is from the original stereo tapes they cut them from. And they were cut at half speed. So yeah, great sounding record right there. And then I have this one. I used to have another one of those audiophile series of this record, but it had a scratch on the record, so I went and bought this one. And when I compared the two, I thought this was actually better than the audiophile series. Not by much, but that's how good this is. This is a good sounding record right here. Breakfast in America, and has kind of like a book in it. See what's in here. Just that was the inside of the gatefold on that master file series. Okay. So up next, we've got my Moody Blues collection. And Moody Blues is kind of like some of the original progressive stuff. Some of the songs that got on the radio weren't that progressive, but a lot of their stuff on their LPs sure is, if you've listened to them at all. And this is In Search of a Lost Child, and this is on the Dynamic Sound System, DSS. This is 2,000 yen, so you know that's an original press. And this is all Japanese writing on the inside. That's how early this record is. And of course, there's the label. That Durham label there, the DSS, and these really do. This is from '71, this record. And this record made in 1971. Nice thick covers and beautiful, beautiful condition. Here's the back cover. And Moody Blues, you know, that Threshold label, that's the Moody Blues label because they were with Durham, or Decca, I guess, probably in. But they wanted the label to make all their covers out in gatefolds, and they said no, they weren't going to do that. So that's why they broke away and started the Threshold label. The Moody Blues, On the Threshold of a Dream. And this is again 2,000 yen. A nice gatefold cover. Let's take the insert out of there. There's a nice photograph of the band there. On the gatefold cover. Let's have a look at the and this is a nice thick gatefold cover as well. And this is on the this is another one. That's the DSS label. These are really have high fidelity, these records right here. Made in Japan by King Record Company. Everybody that knows Japan records know King makes about the best records in Japan. They make just phenomenal records. The Blue Notes, if you want a good Blue Note, get the one on King. Right? Right. Someone was just talking about that the other day. And a nice inner sleeve with the lyrics and such on there, so that's nice to have in English. And again, another nice Moody Blues record. It doesn't have the OB strip on it, of course, but the record is so nice. It's not a make or break on that, that's for sure. And then we have the Moody Blues, the London, with the London Festival Orchestra, Days of Future Past. Now this is normally like a blue cover, but this is live with the orchestra. This is a special LP right here on the Durham label. And again, it's on a gatefold, which just was never on a gatefold. This is the Japan only press. If you've got any other presses, it's not going to have a nice gatefold like this. Here's the back side of the gatefold cover. And again, we're on the DSS label. Really nice sounding record. And we've got something in here. Oh no, that's just the cover, inside cover. I saw that Japanese writing and it must have been an insert, but being a Japan only press, they've got the Japanese writing on the inside. Let's see. I don't see a year. King Records, 71. And then the Moody Blues, 7th Sojourn. This is another nice gatefold cover. On Threshold. This is THL5. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And very, very nice thick cover. Very thick cover. And it's not one of those shiny covers, but it's very, very luxurious feeling cover. And it's got the original. Okay, it's just the insert. I thought it was the inner sleeve. Here's the insert with the Japanese and a bunch of photographs of the band. And here's your threshold, white threshold label, which is an original pressing of this record. 72. THL5. Very nice record. Here's the inner sleeve, showing a lot of their records. Tom Jones, Engelbert Humperdinck, Cat Stevens, T for the Tillermans on here. We've got some Rolling Stones on here. Quincy Jones. Good stuff. A&M stuff. King Records, Japan. Very nice. The Moody Blues, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor. And now this is a great, it's like a pebble cover, but it's a shiny pebble cover. You know, a lot of those pebble covers you see, they're not shiny. Now the inside is not a shiny cover. It's very nice. Nice inside gatefold cover. And this is THL3, 1971. There's that label again. Now, Mobile Fidelity reissued this, and I bought the MoFi, and I like this one better. This is a great recording. If you can get some of these Moody Blues records on them white threshold labels, THL, ones I'm going to be showing you, and they're out there, and they're not super expensive, pick them up. They're amazing sounding records. Here we go. This is THL1, the Moody Blues to Our Children's Children. And this is a very nice thick gatefold cover. And again, it's just the white threshold label, THL1. $1970, King Records. 1970, this one came out. Okay, that's it for that. Now we have Con Space Shanty. You can't read it from, but it's on a Durham label. This is a nice progressive record here. Space Shanty, KHAN. That's the name of the band. Again, King Records. It has an insert in it. It's Japanese writing. And it's got the English lyrics on the inside. Nice progressive album. Kind of a thin cover. From 76. That's when they made this record, 76. Now this is a new record here. I just thought I'd throw it in here. Incubus, Morning View. Now this Incubus, they put out quite a few records. I listened to a lot of them. But I really like this record. This Incubus record here is really good. Morning View. Came out a few years back. Now we have a band from, I believe it's Germany, called Hypnosis 69. And this is a 2-record set. Electro Hash 09 and 2010. So this is from 09 to 2010. Made in Germany. Electro Hash Records. And again, this is like a progressive electronics sort of, but they got saxophones and stuff in here. That's, of course, you know me and the saxophones. I really, if it's got, that's a hook for me, if you got saxophones in there. And lots of good guitar work. And woodwinds, brass, Rhodes, Hammond organ, Moog, percussion, mellotron. Good stuff. Hypnosis 69. Okay, and then we've got my Electric Light Orchestra records. This is their first record, and this is, I didn't even realize that until I was looking at it, this is a quadraphonic record. This is their first one. This is a UK press. It's a nice pebble cover, inside and out. Electric Light Orchestra on the Harvest label, that green Harvest label, from 71. That's when this record was made. Very thin cover, you know, being a UK, so thin you can't even find the opening. Some good songs on here. I like this record, this Electric Light Orchestra, 71. Self-titled. And then we have LEO2, or ELO2, it says on the light bulb right there. You can see that. This is an original Japan press on a gatefold cover. And this is the one that's got rollover Beethoven on it. And there's that one side especially. I listened to this record quite a few times. In an old England town, Mama, rollover Beethoven. That's one side there I listened to. That's the one I used to listen to all the time. And of course, it's on that nice EMI Odeon black label from 1973. Little book in there. Very nice record, and it sounds fantastic. I was going through the collection, and my original L1, I still had, it didn't have this cover. You know, this is a different cover than the Canadian press or the US press. And I still had the shrink wrap on the one I had, but the vinyl was well played, so I wanted to get a better sounding version, and I was lucky enough to find this one. And then, again, I bought this when it came out. I think it was about 74, 75 when this record came out. And this is the Music on Vinyl issue. And they put it on the Epic label. I don't remember what label it came out on. It might have been Epic. 74. Music on Vinyl. And I bought this record originally on a domestic press when it came out. And this is a really good record too. It's got a lot of really good songs on it. A lot of really good songs on it. And this Music on Vinyl, as a lot of you know, the Music on Vinyl, they make good sounding records. And I think they come from digital, whatever, I'm not sure, but they sound good. And then we have Ambrosia. Ambrosia, this is Alan Parsons before they were Alan Parsons. And this particular Ambrosia record is a really standout record. They've made, I think, 3 records. I don't like the other 2, but this one is really good. A really, really good record. And of course, I was lucky I was able to find it on the Japanese pressing. And that's the same label I had it on, the domestic, the 20th Century Records label. And I think it's from 75. Yep, 75 this record came out. And that's going to conclude the video for today. And thanks for watching.